I believe I have a save state. Load. Did I get an item from that last boss? If I did, what would be that item? Might have been a booster pack. Just now realized that this neurostim psych status might be not the status effect psych, but maybe like mental status. And I could use that for confusion. I was gonna say, hey, I got 3 passports, but well, I guess the casino one and the card passport are not technically given. Makarov. Boost pack. That's what I got. Boost +1 at the start of battle. That seems nice. How much you wanna bet? It's like level 5. Level 4. This has got to go Shion. One of the biggest problems I have with Shion is, like, she'll get her turn as the first turn, and then I'll get completely obliterated by all the other enemies, and then she won't get a turn for a little while, and, you know, I'm just on the back foot. So if she starts off with a boost, I can cut in line, heal up all my people, and still stay up on the offensive. Off to defense. I dig it. There's a button. First one was green. We got a red one. Must mean we're gonna get a blue. Ooh, we got an elevator to skip back up to the top. I was kind of worried that they were gonna make me climb all the way back up. There was a save point in this room, right? There was. I know I just started. I know. Sometimes you just gotta. Remember, folks, never save too much. So that probably leads out to that one area. This probably goes where we need to go. I say that's suspicious. Whatever this thing is, I'm terrified of it. Oh man. If that instant KOs, I'm gonna be salty. Disable use of triangle. That's not bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why do you guys have so much HP? Oops. My symphony is not what I wanted. I guess losing triangle was kind of a big deal. Should I heal? I don't think so. Get a boost on you.
Open ether circuit. Charging.
Holy cow, Batman. Exactly like that.
Open ether circuit.
Went into a spot of, you know, some questionability. Gotta get a little bit of recovering going on. That's bad. That's very bad. I know.
Take this.
This is where Cosmos gets insta-killed. Okay. Dodged a bullet. Ah, you sucker fools! I just boosted her too.
Charging. Our drill. Ha!
At least you're dead.
Open ether circuit.
Never seen this spell. Full action. Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay. Oh yeah, Storm Waltz is was like, where's my area? You do it.
Charging.
Sucks.
Open ether circuit.
Probably should have boosted instead. That's really bad. Don't have Junior. Okay.
Eat this.
I think I understand what line means now. Like those two enemies that I just attacked are on the same line, or maybe like row, and that's probably what that does. I should have saved that actually. This is one of those interesting situations. I'm gonna take the chance. We took the chance and we paid for it.
I'm sorry. Everyone.
It's fine. She was out of MP anyways. Revive. Hey, Romeo. Congratulations on the 300 stream streak. And thank you very much for the 9 months.
Eat this. Last symphony.
Makes one wonder, how far does the stream streak go? I feel like if there is going to be a time where you have the possibility of losing out on your stream streak, it's going to be this year. Because I think I got like 2, at minimum 2
Eat this. Raylan.
co-op games that I'm going to be playing, and there's like a 90% chance that those co-op games are going to be played on weekends.
Good.
Need to get with Dante and Grayson and figure that out.
Eat this. Last symphony.
Oh, you know, I should have healed this. I think I'm also going to put the resurrection spell on Junior. I was thinking about putting it on Cosmos, but again, I'm not sure. When Cosmos is going to be in the party and when Cosmos is not. And that's pretty important, you know? Me?
Take this. Sound right.
Can survive Pico Park, you can survive anything. Much luck we wish upon you.
Ease their drive.
I think Pico Park was only like 2 days, though. Oh, I think it was just one weekend.
Eat this. Last symphony.
I've unfortunately not been able to pay much attention lately. Still so busy with work. It's a good chance you'll miss any announcements. That's fair. Work has definitely been a thing as of late, or on my end as well. Just got the announcement yesterday as well that we're going to be hiring again. And that's kind of surprising because we just hired. I got promoted recently, right? How's that going? I got promoted. Gosh. I think it was November. I think it was like early November. And I would say so far it's going pretty good. There's positives and there's negatives to it. Suck of a monster. The negatives to it are the previous position that I had afforded me so much freedom. And I mean so much freedom. And it was great.
Open ether circuit.
I could use that freedom to do a lot of other things.
Eat this.
But this new position doesn't have so much freedom. And when I say freedom, I mean time devoted to the work, I guess. You know. So like, for example, if it takes people... I'm trying to say this in a way that doesn't just explicitly say it, but perhaps I should just explicitly say it because it would be easier, but I'll keep going with the track that I'm going. If other people in the job normally take 8 hours to do something at the job, I might only take 6 hours or 5 hours or 4 hours to do that same work that they do. So that means that I can more efficiently do the work that's required of me. And because the work that's required of me is to meet a certain metric goal, it means that I can meet that metric goal a lot sooner than other people would. And instead of working on metric goals, I can work on other things. So that was something that was very beneficial for that particular position. And like I said, I don't have that benefit in this current position. It's much more time consuming. Whereas like one ticket in one ticket in my previous position would be like 5 minutes. The tickets now that I'm working with can sometimes take 2 hours. Now, my metrics are much lower, but this kind of gets into my second point where, like, it's kind of my job to do, air quotes, like, everything for my shift. So it's the scenario where like other people on the team are worrying about other things and I'm worrying about everything else, basically. So I don't get as much freedom to like go off on side tangents and things like that. There's like a really good example of this is not long after I first started, the management team was saying things that I didn't necessarily believe. So I went out of my way and I was just like, okay, I don't believe you, so I'm going to go dig up all this information and I'm either going to prove that you're right or I'm going to prove that you're wrong. And I proved that they're wrong. And, you know, we went from there. And stuff like that was only possible because I had free time to do those things. So that's just a long-winded way of saying that I accomplished a lot in my previous position, and I'm accomplishing less in this position, and it has its benefits and its downsides. Okay, ether, you point. Oh, we can do boost. How much is revert? That will be 210. I think I can pull this off. What was I going for? It's recovery max. That's becoming more and more we'll call it. There's no way that this can be good. Apparently it steals items. Which I kind of don't believe, but interesting. If, you know, if that costs 2 or 4, might be okay with that. Let me get... Oh, I'm 1 point off. Bucks. Do I have an item for ether? I do. Transfer this over to Junior. Set that. Gotta get rid of stuff. Let's get rid of Medica. I have to get rid of 2 more points. Which is not an easy thing to do. Just to see if this works. Analyze and goodbye are definitely not as necessary. I can see enemy HP. Alright, we'll get rid of those for now. See what Queen's Kiss does. Costs 8. A little too much. Feels like yesterday you heard about my promotion. Time is flying. Time is flying. We're in May right now. It doesn't feel like 5 months have gone by in the year for me. Sounds good. You do your own performance reporting. Since you're the only marketer, you're in charge of your own works, so long as you can prove you're doing stuff and prove the impact it's having. Sad thing is, you go on holiday and the work piles up. So why go on holiday to begin with? I would say that, like, in my new position, metrics don't matter as much. So like I don't necessarily feel the pressure to like meet those metric goals. It's not 1,000% necessary, you know.
This is gonna be fun. Take this, Last Symphony.
But yeah, like I've never had a problem either meeting the metric goals or making it so that the necessity to meet those metric goals were never needed. Like, as an example, I have, like, sometimes there's just not enough tickets in the queue to meet metric goals. And, like, that's fine. Stolen ether upgrade A. Yo.
Charging.
The amount of hiring that our team is doing, though, is pretty scary. I don't think it's actually been this, but it feels like our team has doubled in the span of maybe like a year and a half. And before that, we were not hiring nearly as many people.
Take this. Storm Wolf.
It's a good sign. Sounds like Trump's messing around with the the economy isn't having a negative impact on you guys. I feel like that's a to be determined. I wouldn't say that we are like directly affected by tariffs in the sense of like our imports and exports. Now we're gonna be paying, we gotta raise prices and things like that. Like we're not in that boat yet, but we will probably be tangentially affected by it somehow.
Charging. Our drill. Ha! Take this. Prelude to battle. Charging. Our drill. Ha! Take this.
But yeah, we'll find out. We're ramping up to some big projects and things like that. So
Who would have thought
once
one of Miyuki's inventions would come in
once
handy?
those projects start rolling out, I'll probably be even busier because it's my job to be like, whenever something new comes out, it's basically my job to learn it. And once it has been learned, then you know, the team that I'm on, we can then hand it off to another team. Is basically how it works. Is there anything down here? There is what looks to be a door. Oh, jump down. Not yet. Sucks.
Well, I guess I'm gonna get some exercise after all.
Yep. Because we run it. Run it.
All right.
Run it. It is, once again, not what I was hoping to see. Oh, there's a barrel down there. This is Omega suspicious. The Song of Nephilim system. It appears that the room next to it has a device having something to do with sound. Alright, this sounds important. Well, let's go to that other room first. You respawned.
This is gonna be fun.
You respawned.
Good.
What's here? Nothing. You hate to see it. Should have save stated.
Your orders, Xion?
Just run away.
All right.
Also, I'm gonna get rid of that Queen's thing. It's not gonna work on bosses, because I know better. Like a JRPG. It did steal what I would assume to be a pretty nice item. But we have somebody that can steal. You did overhear me asking Mr. JRPG about Expedition 33 yesterday. Can confirm it's a brilliant game. Music and characters make it so lovable. How did you know I was asking Mr. JRPG about that? I never even mentioned Expedition 33. Neither did he. How did you do that? He's secretly Mr. JRPG. I should have known. Let's go down. Because you know he was playing it, and you're roughly in the same spot. Probably overtaken very soon. Oh yeah. Well, actually, maybe not. You know, he's playing Xenoblade Chronicles X, same time. Interesting. So I recognize that the sounds were not working. The way that I thought they would. Maybe I should have save stated before doing that. Okay. That's wrong. I started with green. That's wrong. That's also wrong. Oh. Maybe I just have to lower these far down enough so that they make the sound. That's what I have to do. Interesting. Interesting. I think I got this one wrong. No. I got red wrong. I know what I'm supposed to do. Oops. I think we might just have to do this the hard way. Really bad at recreating sounds, by the way. Throwing that out there. I have this problem when I'm making beats too, and I'm listening to like what key certain notes are being played in, because I don't know anything about making, you know, music or anything like that. I don't know how to read music or anything like that, so I just have to hear it and then try to find out what sound correctly matches, and it's rough times. Okay, I feel confident in green. Okay, red is that. That doesn't sound anything like it, though. I have to find the red sound, which is the last blue sound, which is very awkward. Okay, that's red. Okay, I was like, I feel like this is it. I was wondering when the trigger was going to happen. I feel like I did that already, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna do a nice little save state. Little safety mark. How are we on HP and all that? It didn't help that the destructive noise kept playing that entire time. You know, the blue blue. Like, can we do without that so I can listen to the high-pitched noises, please? You know, I feel like we could have just got Cosmos to fly us down to the to that platform down there instead of doing all that. But that would be too easy. I save stated. I was gonna go back and save. We'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? I'm gonna save state again. This time, mark.